Hi my dear students, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to share the important questions 2024 and 25. So chapter wise when we will come, so the first chapter is in this there is a real numbers, polynomials, pair of linear equation in two variable, the quadratic equation, arithmetic progression, triangles, coordinate geometry. So here how many chapters are there? There are 7 chapters. So in that 7 chapter till update, that is the first one is real numbers. So what are the concept you have to remember? So it is based on midterm question paper. So we can say that here, so when we go to that exercise 1.1 in a real number chapter, so express each number as a product of its prime factors. So the mostly expected question for 1 mark they can ask, so that is express each number as a product of a prime factors. They can ask. And next, so verification, find the LCM and HCF of the following pair of integers and verify that LCM into HCF based on midterm question paper. So this mean the verification of LCM into HCF and product of the two numbers, they are asked for 3 marks. So mostly expected question from the verification, that is LCM into HCF is equal to product of the two numbers, we can expect for 3 marks. And here express the product of prime factors, they can ask for 1 mark also. And HCF and LCM separately, and they can ask for 1 mark, that based on 2024-25 midterm question paper, first question itself, find the HCF of the two numbers. So they have asked for 1 mark this one. Okay, next, by using this relation again they can ask find the LCM also they can ask. And one more thing, they have asked one question, it is not there in the textbook, but the concept is same. Find the largest number which divide 438 and 606 without leaving a remainder. Actually this one it is for CBSE they used to ask, but for state board also they asked. So when they are asking the largest number, you have to find largest means highest common factor, so you need to find a HCF. So they will give from that exercise 1.1. And the mostly expected question, even in based on midterm question paper and the previous year question paper also, they asked that prove that root 3 as irrational number, root 2 as irrational number. This is mostly expected question, and 100% they will ask prove that root 5 is irrational number. Like this type of a question they will ask. It is for 3 marks. It is a compulsory 100% question. And even in this this year 2024, for 2 marks also they have asked prove that as a irrational number, that is show that 5 minus root 3 as irrational, they have asked for 2 marks. And 3 root 2 as irrational, this is the mostly expected question. So you have to prepare from this chapter, that is real number chapter. Next chapter is polynomials in this chapter. So we know that what is linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. So that is they have asked for MCQ in that multiple choice question. See, listen children, everything I am telling, the mostly expected question, it is based on midterm question paper, that is 2024 and 25. Okay, so that is the linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. One polynomial they will give. So what is the just you have to say the following, it is a linear or quadratic like that or cubic like that, or they can ask what is the degree of the given polynomial also, they can ask in the polynomial chapter. And they will give a graph. So in that graph, 1 mark they have given direct question, that is in the second main, how many zeros, they will give one graph, how many zeros, directly they will ask the question. So here there are 2 zeros and we call it as this one as a parabola. Like this they can ask, we have to count how many what is that, zeros. So this curve, the x-axis, how many times it is intersecting. So for example here 1 2 and 3, so there are 3 zeros, like that they can ask. And this is a mostly expected question, 1 mark, very easily you can grab the marks. And here we know that sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, how to find. So when they have given a polynomial, that question they can give it. So for 2 marks they can give it. So here one thing you need to understand in this chapter, what is that sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta and the product of the zeros is alpha beta. And when they will give alpha plus beta is minus b by a, that is coefficient of minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And product of the zeros alpha beta is c by a, that is constant divided by coefficient of x square. So this is when they have given a equation we have to do it, otherwise they will give to verify. Okay, they will give some equation, verify that what is that relation between the zeros and the coefficient. When they have given, we need to factorize by splitting the middle term method. So we will get our 2 zeros, because we are having a quadratic polynomial degree 2. If degree 2 means we will get a 2 zeros. And what we will get the 2 roots here, that is minus 2 and minus 5. So these are alpha and beta. So this one we need to add. So that is alpha plus beta and alpha beta, that is product we need to find, and we have to verify with the coefficient. And this type of a question they are asking for 3 marks. So that, and this year in the midterm they have asked one application type of a question. So that is if the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 5 and 3, here the children they will feel confusion. So what is that zeros are, zeros means this is there are 2 zeros, it is a quadratic equation, there will be a 2 0, 1 0 is alpha and 1 0 is beta, like that. But for you in the textbook sum of the zeros and product of the zeros is there, so there you both feel confusion, so be perfect in that. And here look at this in this exercise 2.2, find the quadratic polynomial. In this you can use the general form, that is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. By using that, here they have given sum under product, first one is sum and second one is product. Sum means alpha plus beta is 1 by 4 and alpha beta is minus 1. So you have to substitute in that equation. So these are the mostly expected question from the polynomial chapter. Next let us go to that pair of linear equation in two variable, the third chapter. In this, most important is graph. Graph, it will come for 5 marks in the midterm they have given, but actually it is for 4 marks, but they have given 5 marks. So 4 and 5 marks we can expect from the graph. Okay, so now on comparing the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, by that we are saying whether the linear equation or pair of linear equation are intersect at a point or parallel and coincident. So for that you can you have to remember it, the conditions, that is A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Then the pair of linear equations are intersecting, and then it is there in last page. Just to go through that, in summary they have given. So here if it is A1 by A2, the fourth one in summary. So these are the things you have to remember. From this we can say that expect 1 mark in MCQ directly, and direct 1 mark question also they can give it. So how they can give it? So they will give two pair of linear equation. So by that linear equation directly they have asked graphical representation of the pair of linear equation, whether it is intersect or not. Intersect means what is the condition? A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. If it is what is that? It is infinitely many solution, then it will be A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Then we call it as consistent and dependent also, and infinitely many solution. They have asked directly. So here they have asked directly in the midterm question, how many solution do the consistent of pair of linear equation in two variable has. So how many what is that how many solutions they are saying if it is a consistent. So we know that if it is a consistent, the pair of linear equation will be having unique solution as well as infinitely many solution. So infinitely many solution means it is dependent, also call it as consistent, and it will be a unique solution means it is also call it as consistent. So that we select that is infinitely many solutions. So these are the things you have to remember in pair of linear equation direct question in MCQ, and directly they will give by comparing the two equation. So now again so in this the algebraic method in the same chapter, substitution method is there, and elimination method is there, so that we can expect directly the equation they will give. You can solve in any method using that. If they will ask particularly, you have to do it in elimination method or substitution method, you have to solve. If they have not asked directly, you can use any method as your wish. So I suggest use elimination method. You can cancel and you can do it. And in exercise 3.2, the second problem is very important, the mostly expected question. And again we go to the taxi charges, third main fourth problem, and third main fifth question, fraction. So they have given in this fraction same question they will give, we can't expect, but like this type concept we can find it, we can get it the problem, or same problem also we can expect. Then elimination method, so in that they have given even here also in exercise 3.3 what is there here in exercise 3.3, even fraction problem also is there, some year problem, and 2-digit number, that problem also we can expect. So these are three, and lending library and Meena. So these all are important. So we can expect in this chapter more, and you can grab the marks very easily. Let us go to the next chapter, quadratic equation chapter. So here in this chapter, the standard form of a quadratic equation you need to remember in this chapter, and the what is that, the situation, the statement problem. So mathematically to represent, how to represent you have to learn, and we can expect for 1 marks. Check whether it is following or a quadratic equation or not. So they can give a equation, we have to solve, and we can send, we can check it. If it is degree 2, it is a quadratic equation. If not, it is not a quadratic equation. Next here, so this is the question they have given here. What it was in the textbook here, represent the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. So almost most of the children, what they have done, so they have given in a midterm paper, it is for 4 marks. But all most the some children, what they have done, the area of rectangular plot in the class, we have done only, we have framed the equation, because they are asked to represent the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. We have not solved, but almost most of the children, they have framed that equation and they didn't find the length and breadth, so that they left and they have lost the mark. So this statement problem, what is there, the following, it to represent the situation as a quadratic equation, they can give to solve also. So better to be in a safer side, what you have to do it, you have to solve that statement problem. And even this also they have given, the product of two consecutive positive integer, like or option they have given. So even they can give the train problem also. This is the mostly expected question, the train problem. Next, when we will solve, and we know that solving by splitting method, so this is one problem compulsory, they will give for 3 marks. Let us go to that exercise 4.2. In that we can expect, so even this problem, so find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose square is 365, and they can change the number. So they can change the number, concept is same. And the fifth question is very important, and the cottage industry produce certain, that is sixth question is very important. So solve it. These questions you can get more and more marks. Next, when we go to that nature of root, so these are the very important thing. The nature of the root you have to know. When b discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, there are two distinct real roots we get, and two equal real roots when it is equal to 0, and no root when it is less than 0. The discriminant is less than 0. So this discriminant and b square minus 4ac, how we will get, by using a standard form of a quadratic equation. So when it is a equal root, it will be x equal to minus b by 2a minus b by 2a. These are the things you have to remember. These are compulsory question. Nature of root, 100% they will ask one question for 2 marks we can expect, and 1 mark in MCQ also we can expect, or direct question also we can expect. So nature of root, these 3 things you have to remember compulsory. Okay, and they can give find the value of k. So when they will give find the value of k, the tricks what you have to remember, and they have two equal roots. When it is having a two equal root, the discriminant is equal to 0, then we can find the value of k. These are the things you have to remember. So this question they have given, and some situation also they can give. So you have to remember, these are the things you have to remember in a quadratic equation. Let us go to the next chapter, arithmetic progression. In this the definition you have to remember what is first term and the common difference, and what is the general form of arithmetic progression when they have given a and d. So this is the thing you have to remember, a plus d, a plus 2d, this thing. And what is that first term? We call it as first term is first term is A and the common difference is D. And how to calculate the common difference? Common difference means it is a fixed number, you have to know that. And A2 minus A1 is a formula to find the common difference. And how the given series or a list of a number to check whether it is in AP or not. So we know that D should be a constant, and that is A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3. So at least 3 times you need to check it to find whether the given series or a list of a number it is in AP or not. So this we can expect for 1 mark, or they can give one series, then what is the A and common difference also they can ask. And next, moving forward, nth term of AP. In this you have to remember the formula, what is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and how to find the 10th term, 15th term. So you have to remember. And they can ask example 4, which term of AP? This is the mostly expected question. And example 5 also they can ask. And example 3, this one they can ask in MCQ. So find the 10th term, otherwise the 10th term of this AP is, they will give a option. So MCQ question. And and this is very important. In this application type of a question also they can ask how many 2-digit number are divisible by 3, like 4, like 5, they can ask 4 and 7, and they can change here 2-digit number they have given, so they can change it as a 3-digit number also. So you have to remember. And this is from the last term. Example 8, find the 11th term from the last term. So this you have to, this is very important thing, and you have to solve. And like this only, even exercise sum is there, you solve it, this one. And the question number 9 is very important, and they have given in a midterm. And this one 10th question, it is for 1 mark, find the common difference they can ask. And this 11th question is very important, and just now I said how many 3-digit number, multiples of 4, like that. And the 15th question is very important. And 16th question, third term 16 and 7th term exceed means it will be more than that. That is the thing you have to remember. And we can say that Subrao problem is important and very easy, and we can expect 18th question also, the sum of the 4th and 8th term. So these are very important question, and if you know the concept, you can solve it. And let us move forward in arithmetic progression. Some of the first n terms of AP, these are the formulas you need to remember. S is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. And when they have given a last term, an sometimes we represent as L also, both formulas is same itself. So in this mostly expected questions, and here one note is there, remark is there. So always they will give from this, and this is the formula also they can give, remember this one. It is very important thing. An is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. I do the video of these formulas of arithmetic progression and each and every chapter. Then we can expect in this this is the compulsory question. So for 2 marks they can ask, find the sum of the following APs. First learn to find the sum by using formula, and in this important question, the most important question is question number 9, question number 4, 5 and question number 7. This is the most important question, and 10 question and the 11th question. These are repeated question, and when we go to the statement problem, so here they can ask contractor or price distribution. Question number 16 they can ask are potato race. So these are very important question from AP chapter. So if you know this much, you can grab very easily marks. Let us go to that next chapter. Next chapter is triangle chapter. In this you have to learn the BPT problem, BPT theorem, sorry, it is BPT theorem you have to learn, and based on that problem also you have to solve it. So by using that, and theorem 6.2, it is converse of BPT, you have to learn it, and these are the mostly expected question. Exercise 6.2, these type of a problem you just solve it and prepare well, and the question number 4 and question number 3 is very important, and even in example 3 also important. So these are repeated question, you need to remember, and question number 5, so this picture, so it is very important, and solve it. And so next question is trapezium 9th and 10th question. This question they have given in a midterm, so solve it and practice it. Next, when we go AA criteria, so we can expect AA criteria theorem also. To prove they can ask AA criteria, okay, and example 7, that is a girl of height. This is very important question, and based on that, the question number 2 is very important, question number 2, and we can expect question number 4 also very important. And here question number 3 is also very important, prepare well, and we can expect this year question number 8. Question number 8, sorry, it is question number 7. Question number 7 is very important. So from the triangle chapter you practice these things. Let us move forward, the last chapter in the part 1, coordinate geometry. In this the distance formula you have to remember, and one formula in this remark is there, just you read it, p of xy from the origin. So this they will give in MCQ, even in the midterm also they have given. So the distance from the origin to a point, so remember it, root x square plus y square, and using distance formula how to what is that, these are the vertices, show that point, the vertices of a square, like that. If all the sides are equal, then the what is that, the vertices are the square, like that we will prove it. And in this some Question number 7. Question number 7, find the point on x-axis. They can change it. It is a point on y-axis. What are the tricks we need to use it? These are the things. Let us go to the section formula. When we go to the section formula, you remember it. And what is the midpoint formula? And example 8, the coordinate of a point as trisected. And example 10, so the points are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find the value of p. We can expect this question. And here the last one is last exercise 7.2. we can expect the question number 7 and question number 8, question number 9. 4 equal parts means how, or directly they can ask the question. Question number 1, find the coordinate of a point which divides and join -1, 7, 4, -3 in the ratio 2:3. So these are the mostly expected question.